Karma, a core concept in Buddhist teachings, is not simply about bad or evil deeds, as most people mistakenly believe. Karma, more accurately, is the entirety of habitual tendencies, actions, speech, and thoughts, repeatedly practiced in human life, gradually accumulating into an invisible force that governs all activities. From the moment we open our eyes at birth until we close them at death, and even continuing into future lives. If a Buddhist practitioner wants to cultivate but does not thoroughly understand karma, it will be very difficult to apply it in practice, and hard to find true peace for oneself. Because karma is not only sin or evil. Karma can be good or bad. There is individual karma unique to each person, called individual karma. And there is collective karma of a group, a community, called collective karma. In the Surangama Sutra, the Buddha gave a very vivid example of individual karma. He said, in front of a burning lamp, a person with cataracts will see a blue or red halo around the flame, while a person with healthy eyes will only see the flame itself, without seeing the colored halo. That blue or red halo only appears to the person with cataracts. That is their own karma, their individual karma. Similarly, in life, each person has their own karma. Some people, due to their inherent karma, often see ghosts and demons, while those with the scientific and practical mindset do not see or believe in things that cannot be verified. Thus, phenomena that only some people see or feel are manifestations of individual karma. Because they live and act in that way, they correspondingly perceive it. Others do not see or believe simply because they do not share that individual karma. The Buddha also told the story of the blind men and the elephant to illustrate the differences in perception caused by individual karma. A king gathered all the blind people in the city, brought out an elephant, and asked each person to touch it. The one who touched the head said the elephant was like a pot. The one who touched the ear said it was like a fan. The person who touched the leg said it was like a pillar. And the one who touched the tail said it was like a broom. Each person was convinced they were right. No one listened to anyone else, and they argued loudly. The Buddha concluded, sentient beings argue, stubbornly hold on to their opinions, and do not know how to listen. They are just like the blind men touching the elephant. Each only knows a small, partial aspect and considers their own view as the truth. This is also led by individual karma. Living in the world, each person carries their own karma, living together and interacting. If this is not understood, disputes and conflicts can easily arise. In a family, the husband has the karma of a man, the wife has the karma of a woman. Each cultivates their own habits and viewpoints, so disagreements are common. What is right for one person is often just the result of habits and individual karma, and not necessarily an absolute truth. If we know that everyone has their own karma, we will be more understanding, know how to reconcile, and find ways to live happily and peacefully together. There are life situations that outsiders find hard to understand. A gentle wife who endures hardship remains attached to a husband who is reckless, addicted to alcohol and gambling, who insults and abuses her, yet she does not leave. Parents who love their wayward, wasteful children deeply, even though it breaks their hearts, cannot abandon them. This is because they have karmic ties, debts, and bonds of cause and effect from many past lives. Outsiders who do not share this karma easily judge and cannot accept it, while those involved cannot separate despite knowing it causes suffering. Once we understand karma, we will blame less, judge less, and learn to listen, empathize, and understand the difficult circumstances that those involved cannot decisively break away from. Besides individual karma, there is also collective karma, that is, shared karma, communal karma. Also in the Surangama Sutra, the Buddha teaches those who share karma live together in the same country, speak the same language, share customs, and perceive unusual phenomena that people from other countries do not see. For example, a group of people all have astigmatism and see green and red rings around a lamp, while others do not. This is due to shared karma. Because of collective karma, we are born into the same family, the same region, attend the same school, and work in the same organization. However, even within collective karma, there is always individual karma. Siblings born to the same parents, attending the same school, but some excel academically while others do poorly. Some succeed while others fail. This is the interweaving and coordination between individual karma and collective karma. No one is exactly the same, from appearance to personality and talents. Karma, whether good or bad, is ultimately a false perception, an illusory and unreal view. When we get angry, the mind of anger arises, the mouth curses, the hands strike, creating bad karma. But when we look deeply into the anger, into that feeling of hatred, we cannot find any concrete form. It is just a thought that arises and then disappears. However, because we are deluded by it, letting it lead us, we create karma and must bear the consequences, even though that karma essentially has no real substance. Conversely, when we cultivate a heart of compassion and help others, that love also has no form. But if we follow it, we will create good karma and enjoy good results. The essence of karma is inherently unreal. It only becomes real in each person's life because of delusion. The Buddha taught, once karma is created, it cannot be avoided because the seeds of karma are stored in the storehouse consciousness, and when conditions are sufficient, they will bear fruit. People with the same karma naturally gather together. Those who like drinking often associate with the drinkers. Those who love learning befriend diligent students. Those who like practicing the path easily get close to fellow practitioners. This is the attraction of shared karma. Therefore, in family, friends, and society, we have both shared karma and individual karma. If one deeply cultivates good karma, one will attract a good environment, good friends, and a peaceful life. If one deeply cultivates bad karma, one will be drawn into a bad environment, bad friends, and a life of suffering. So, practicing cultivation means clearly understanding karma, avoiding bad karma, creating good karma. Not only to have a good and beautiful body, but also to live among good karma. When realizing that karma is just an illusion, born from the mind, and that the mind itself is not truly real, we can use wisdom to contemplate, looking deeply into the roots of greed, anger, and ignorance, to see that they are inherently unreal, without form. When seeing this clearly, our mind will calm down, no longer controlled by karma, no longer caught in the cycle of birth and death, gradually progressing toward liberation and true peace.